But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, great grab by Chase. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ja'Marr Chase. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Kene Nwangwu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run now for Nwangwu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ready. Yellow, 22.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nwangwu going to get it on the counter. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Hubbard will score. Touchdown, Miami. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. They run over center with Benson, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. On the toss, here's Nwangu. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 11. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a start. It's not often you even get 3 possessions in a first quarter, but he now has 3 touchdown passes. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back to throw here. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, with the first down.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Okay, ready?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll set up to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Rank 38.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back to throw again. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep him off the scoreboard here.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Up the middle, Nwangu. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Anthony Schwartz. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. To throw is Rodgers. Off play action. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Amari Cooper. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this